It's, snow, right? And I happen to have a lighter. This is a normal lighter, store-bought, name brand. I won't say the name, but pretty much what you'd expect. So I'm going to bring the snowball up here. I'll bring it right up here so you can see it. And I'm going to turn the lighter on. Boop, there you go. And I'm going to put that right here. Now watch what happens. You expect the snow to drip, right? The water to drip. Not, well, a little bit of drippage, but not much. And there, nothing. Right? The snow is just collapsing, like when you put styrofoam under a chemical or something like that. And so what you're seeing here is pretty much what you see in those other videos. And if I hold it like this, you really expect it to drip, and it doesn't. And I don't know if you can see that here, but there's a little bit of a scorch mark right there. And I wonder if I can make it scorch a little bit more. Ah, there we go. So what's going on? Well, what I think is going on here is two things, actually. One is that the snow is melting. It is turning from solid into liquid, turning from ice into water. But where is it going? It's not dripping. I don't think it's evaporating or sublimating, turning directly from a solid into a gas. I think where it's going is into the snowball, right? I think that as it turns into water, the snow itself is absorbing that water and becoming slushy. This is the same thing that happens when you make a snow cone, right? You have ice in a cone, you pour the syrup on it, and that syrup gets absorbed into the cone. It doesn't drip out. So I think that's what's happening here. The water is still in here, the snow is still here, it's just now in the water and it's been absorbed in. But what's going on with the burn marks? Well, it turns out that is simply from the butane. That is the chemical that fills up a lighter. That's an organic compound, which means it's made of a simple molecule that's made up of carbon and hydrogen. And when you burn it, it reacts with oxygen in the air to form carbon dioxide and water. However, it doesn't burn perfectly efficiently, and what happens is the carbon atoms can reform and rebond with each other and with other stuff and form soot. That's what soot is. It's a very complex carbon molecule that turns black and absorbs light. And so what's happening is when you hold the lighter up to the snow, it's not that the snow is scorching, it's that the incomplete combustion products, this pollution, this soot, is basically coming out of the flame itself and then plating itself onto the snowball. That's what's going on. And I can actually prove this, I believe, that this will melt and turn into water like any normal snow by taking this and doing something that nobody else in those videos thought to do, and that is let the snowball melt. So what I'm going to do is bring this snowball inside of my kitchen. I'm going to put it in a hot pan, and through the magic, actually the science of time-lapse photography, we can see this actually melting and turning into water. Well, in that time lapse, you could see the snow was melting, but what you probably couldn't see very clearly, at least, is that as the water formed from the melting snow, it got absorbed into the snowball itself. You could see the level of the water rising. It's pretty cool. Well, in the time lapse, that may have been tough, so what I'm going to do is film another snowball, this one made from the same snow, in the pan, and you'll be able to see it in real time. And that way,